Welcome to Reshoot, amateurs in no suits, too many movies to explore. Ruthie, Hector, and Ed, laughter till the end, let's see something never done before. Hello everyone, welcome to Reshoot, an amateur's guide to good or film, where we take movies that people like, dislike, or somewhere between, and we make them objectively better. I'm your host, Rival. Like Nemesis.
What's the guy? What do you guys keep subbing Noble's name with? It's like everything but.
Like
Baron, I think it was.
Baron, yeah, that was it.
Baron.
Oh, yeah.
Admiral Baron.
Who are you?
Poorly written characters.
That's a
Which
lot.
one?
Which one? Damn it.
That's why I said characters.
Yeah, I know. Which ones? Okay, so Hector.
That's all of them.
Hector.
Ruthie.
Ed.
And this is a part that Ed's going to really have to edit down this episode. So, today we're talking about Rebel Moon Part 2.
The Scar Giver.
The Scar Giver. I hate that name.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb.
Can we just talk about how dumb the name is?
No, please. Just go on
Just
your rant.
really first.
Go on your rant.
So the name of the part 2 is Scargiver, and the whole reason that the movie is called Scargiver is because Cora gives Scar. And I was thinking, okay, so like what? Did she give Belisarius like a cool face bad guy scar? The one I suggested to Hector as like a fix was like, ooh, when she kills Princess Issa, spoilers by the way, full spoiler podcast. She gives Princess Issa her first scar, and that's a really badass, like, assassin title, the Scar Giver. No, it's because she shanked Noble in a one-on-one fight when nobody was looking, and the only witness literally fucking died.
And he got a scar.
And he keeps trying to, like, make Scargiver happen. Scargiver isn't happening. This isn't Fetch. This isn't Streets Ahead. Shut up.
If you know what Streets Ahead is, you're Streets Behind.
I guess I'm behind.
You're very Streets Behind. We're not going to do any synopsis. You've already seen part... If you've seen this, you've seen part 1. You don't, and you watch part 2.
Okay, if you, like, vaguely understand, like, if you vaguely know about Star Wars, this series is vaguely Star Wars.
It's vaguely Rogue One.
It rhymes.
Unlike Lucas, though. Anyway, if you hear jingling in the background, that's our cat, Boomer. He's our editor.
Yeah.
He's our Foley guy, and his Foley specialties are bell jingle, sweet baby dance, and scream.
Anyways, let's talk about this shit-ass movie.
I really don't want to.
I'd rather send
pigeons to check out Ed's eyes and...
No, I was gonna say, send pigeons with speakers saying negative reviews to Zack Snyder.
Oh, Jesus, that's a little much.
Who's Zack Snyder?
I don't know, or like above the skies of major cities.
Everyone knows that all pigeons know where Zack Snyder is at all times.
Bro,
he's the center. He's the key to all this.
Feel bad for
it's like Jar Jar's the key to all this with Lucas. Snyder's the key to all this for the pigeons.
Yeah, I honestly feel bad for Zack Snyder sometimes.
I mean, yeah, I do too. I'm less negative in my actual talk. It's just kind of funny right now. All right. So who wants to go for Ed? Do you want to be the Cesar?
I was going to say the same thing. Ed was so excited for this movie. I feel like he should be Cesar without losing a pick.
Cesar is what we call our the person who's in charge of the episode.
Yeah. You go first, Hector.
Okay. So, likes. It was a perfect place to end.
It ended.
It ended. Real likes the actors gave it the role, and tied into that, Zack Snyder is a legitimately, I'm going to say it, he's a good director. He knows how to get the exact performance he wants out of people. Another like Belisarius has the most dedicated musicians I've ever seen. Like, okay, if Rebel Moon had leaned more into camp like Star Wars and other science fantasy tends to, like even Dune does it at times, I think a lot more people would be more forgiving of Rebel Moon or just be praising it because it just takes itself way too seriously. Also, like, I kind of wish we just got Jimmy. Like, a lot more of Jimmy the robot. It's just, like, He's so cool. My dislikes. Snyder, you need to either stop writing with your other two writers for this one, or you just need another writer to balance shit out, because it feels like the characters skipped a movie development wise. Cora went from no emotions to a lot of emotions.
Emotion, just the one. Sad.
Also
Her emotion
scared
is-
and scared.
Yeah.
And like a little bit of cocky at times. Like,
Don't forget horny.
oh yeah, horny.
Really? She was giving constipated to me.
With the horniness?
No.
Yeah.
With-
the horny was
With
translating
Dita Luna?
With
Gunnar?
Yeah.
not good.
Wait, we're talking about
Gunnar.
Cora, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cora.
Yeah. Her and Gunnar hooked up.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
know
but also that feels kind of like out of nowhere too. Like,
yeah, it went like 0 to 100. I don't know.
like they barely talked. Like she was
Yeah.
almost being a mentor to him, and the next one was like, I saved you because I find you, I want to be with you, and then they just fuck, and I'm like, okay.
well, not to mention, apparently, we said this in the last episode, but it's implied that she slept with Den.
Yeah, and I think in the
Like,
in the Snyder cut she did, supposedly from the book. I haven't listened to that last episode.
yeah. So it kind of just seems like she's fucking Gunnar because, again, she can't tell the two of them apart because one has a beard and one does not. I said it.
Going back to that, the romance is so fucking out of nowhere. Like, she had no romantic chemistry with anyone. Belisarius yelling at everyone to pull a Caesar on the Roman royal family was extremely badly acted. I don't know what happened there. That was not a good take.
It was campy.
It was campy. But again, like, the movie's been so serious up to this point.
It could have been really campy and fun.
And could have been campy and fun. Like, all those musicians just playing live music and reacting to everything was like, that's a great idea. Why has the movie not had any kind of silliness to support this beforehand?
That shit was cool, honestly.
It was
The
cool,
musicians
but it
kept
could have
playing.
been. It felt more campy and silly, and it's not bad, but it just fell out of place at this rate.
What would have been cool is if they'd done something where, like, the main theme for Motherworld, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but they had like a main sting or something for Motherworld. If they were playing like a full version of that was like longer and drawn out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I told you that, didn't I?
You did say that.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Reigns of Castamere?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it plays beforehand throughout like the first. My idea was it should have been playing throughout the first movie whenever we get Motherworld scenes, just a
Well,
little
they
bit snippet.
Didn't they do that?
I don't remember if they did. That's the thing. The score was never that important. It was never that. I feel bad saying this about the composer. I don't think it's their fault. I just don't think it was standing out as much.
It wasn't ear grabbing.
It wasn't ear grabbing, except for when it was being played live in that one moment. And then it still sticks a little bit in my head. There's a lot of good strings.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kind of funny how it's in the future world and there's like they're still the same instruments. I don't know.
And masquerade masks.
And masquerade masks. I mean, I feel like Masquerade's never going to die though. It's such a good.
So goth.
It's so goth. It's so campy. Even like it's great. Love it. Why did they have a bunch of slow-mo of them farming? Like, okay, first we all farm, and then we train in 3 days. Ruthie, what was your joke? Every time.
So the first time it's like, oh, we have 5 days to train, and then I piped up, and then Titus turns to the nearest person and says, "If I had 6 days, I could train them into a deadly fighting force that could rival Motherworld."
And
every time a time increment has gone by, it's just like, if I had X plus 1 more, I could train them. So like. It took us 3 days to get the grain. We have 2 days left. If I had 3 days, I could train you even better soldiers. Mothership's gonna be, King's Gaze is gonna be here in an hour. If I had 2 hours, I could train you.
Also, are the dreadnoughts alive? There was that robot inside the engine, and it was like the entire ship.
And that was so cool.
It was so cool. I'm like, wait. Like, that was the closest thing. I feel like Zach's been trying to emulate a little bit of Star Wars. That was the closest he got. And I'm like, wait, what's this out there idea? Please show me more.
Literally never mentioned again and not expanded on. And it's a huge missed opportunity.
No, that's so cool. I'm like, wait, like sentient ships? That's bananas. Show me more. It's not like AI. It's an actual mechanical body. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Why did they undo the genuinely good idea of Korra killing Princess Issa? Like, here's my stupid fix, okay? Before I'm gonna spoil the first 20 minutes of Final Fantasy 16. Okay? I'm just saying this because
It's like half the game.
Yeah, it's half the game. God, that game took me forever. Joking aside. Anyway, so in Final Fantasy 16, there's people who have icons, and they can they can control like different, like, Bahamut.
Imagine
Phoenix,
Pokemon, but you're possessed
by a Pokemon. Yeah,
by a Pokemon.
But you
so
can
turn into a Pokemon.
But you can give your power, like a portion of your power, to someone permanently.
Right.
Like Clive, the main character gets that. That's why he can do Phoenix powers.
Mm-hmm.
So, because of that, why can't he just do that kind of thing? And then, like, Cora, before she died, before Issa died, she's like, I forgive you. And that was all she needed to give Cora the healing powers. And then you can keep the genuinely good thing of, like, she really forgave her, not because she knew she'd probably be alive, but because, like, you hurt me, but I still really care about you, and I want you to heal and move on from this. Like, a literal manifestation of that. It feels like such a missed opportunity. Also, if Titus knew Issa's alive and everything, why didn't he try to kill Cora at any point? He knew who she was.
He wanted to do all that farming.
Okay, here's another plot. This is another dislike, and this is a weird one. It was while I was writing my notes. I put this train of thought here. I'm writing this 2 days later from watching it, and I know Joke forgot a lot of the story already. I tried to use the Wikipedia page, and it wasn't, and there's still not, as of the time when I wrote this bit, I wrote this a few days ago on, I wrote this on like a Sunday. I couldn't find anything on the Wikipedia page other than the general thing. I had to go on a Reddit discussion thread about the movie for our movies.
Well, what are you losing track of?
At the time, everything. I already was.
It's a really basic Kurosawa defend the village trope. That's it. That's the movie.
Yeah, but like I was trying to write specifics about character moments, but nothing was really sticking out. Like outside of a few deaths, yeah, but like how the characters were feeling, other than the Titus drinking thing, which was weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. It just kind of felt like enough. Like I couldn't keep them people apart. Also, we killed the baddie? No, you didn't. In a span of 10 seconds is shit pacing. You should have given it a movie to breathe.
Also, I could have sworn they destroyed the ship.
Yeah,
I could have sworn there was somebody who said, like, wow, we destroyed the dreadnought. We destroyed the King's Gaze. And then
So, that's the thing that actually, like, I remember having a discussion with my roommates about that, like, I said that it was not the dreadnought that they destroyed. Turns out I was right, but
they made it seem like it was the dreadnought.
It was so big.
They did.
Like it,
but it wasn't massive. It was inside the atmosphere of this rock.
No, you're right. I see now looking back on it. Yeah, but it looks so similar. There was nothing like you can tell in Star Wars. You can tell the difference between an Imperial shuttle and a fucking Star Destroyer. Like, there's big differences.
There's a lot of visual differences, but the only exposure that we have to Motherworld and, like, the militaristic culture is, like, the big dreadnought, and the only one we really know by name is the King's Gaze. So, yeah, they didn't give us any kind of, like, Cora being like, oh, shit, that's a carryall or whatever the fuck.
Mm-hmm. A carryall?
I couldn't think of a ship name.
Carryallon. I don't know. I'm trying to help you out here.
Carryall's from Dune.
I couldn't think of anything.
A Dune has...
the carryall is the ship that carries the factor. Is it the factory?
The spice
refiner factories.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called exactly.
Okay. I didn't know that. So, the part where she's like, I don't want anyone dying for me, so I'll surrender. Like, you just spent, like, 3 days out of the... I'm not going to make a complaint about I'm sure you both are going to complain about the farming to... The amount they spent farming to fighting training is a little unreal. But like,
I mean, yeah, it's logistically impossible. But I'm trying to suspend my disbelief.
Yeah, but like, why are you just taught them how to fight? Why are you just surrendering now? Like, I get the idea behind it, but like, maybe fight a little first and then see. Oh, it's going badly. Oh, maybe I should surrender and then.
Yeah, it felt too out of left field.
Yeah, I don't.
her character really got riggedy wrecked in the second movie. I was kind of digging what they were doing with Korra. It was kind of basic, you know, like strong, emotionless, vaguely sad, badass lead lady. But now she's just sad and kind of disappointing. I don't know.
Like, again, it felt like if you had one more movie where her spirit was broken or some shit, like on the way back, they go on a bunch of misadventure. Like, you can do this in 3 acts. You want to know how? Instead of having to go to the Mother World, the, what's the bad guy's name? The main bad guy.
Noble.
No.
Oh, Belisarius.
No, Belisarius. Belisarius is like, no, I'm going there myself to make sure she's dead. Then you just have it in the planet. That's all you have to do. And just have the second movie be them with all their ships destroyed, trying to get their way back. But no. Sorry. I'll stop. But
this is your turn.
I know. I had such a hard time writing for this. There's not a lot to grasp on to. The fighting was okay, but there was nothing to fix there. So the story, but there's barely a story, and I don't know how to. And it's all wishy-washy, so I can't grasp the theme or the spirit of it.
Well, why not just go based off the fixes that you had for the last movie?
I didn't do that. I did find a way later. I'm just showing you guys how hard I didn't like this. How in my mind, how deeply flawed the movie is. There's nothing for me to really grasp onto. Like this, if I was being extra mean, which I guess I am now, I feel like this is perfect for Netflix because it's just a bunch of forgettable movies a lot of times. I watch a lot of them. I can say that, but yeah. Okay, so here's my fixes. It's been a month since they arrived on Belt, and they're mainly training the villagers. It's a lot more time for everyone to care and talk to each other. That way. And also, they don't talk about their backstories, right? That way...
They do.
In my fix.
Oh. I thought you were in the...
No. So they have a month to train. It's been a month. They're training, right? A lot more time for everyone to care and talk to each other. No backstories. The romance has time to simmer between Gunnar and Korra. They're told by the hologram that they have one more month. Since there were issues with the new admiral and they had to retreat, right? Because they told the things is a good idea, right? Mm-hmm. Like that one guy who's pretending to be.
Yeah, no, I like that idea.
Yeah. It's actually one more day and they've only trained half the villagers well. So, Korra, Gunnar, and the Blood Axe with the eye paint just die. They do an aerial, like a rail gun.
Wait, Korra dies?
Korra, Gunnar, and the Blood Axe with the eye paint dies. Like, I'm being a little, but, like, there's not a lot of character for them to go on, and I think it would be...
Korra's the main character.
I don't care.
Okay.
Oh, Game of Thrones doesn't, it's fine. I do, and all of a sudden, oh, Hector, get out of here.
There's no main character in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but, like, oh, I can...
Jon Snow?
Can I... Yeah, Jon Snow.
I know, but he doesn't stay dead. Spoilers.
What the fuck, Ed? No. But, come on, I want to do some subversive for once. Let me do it. So, also, I don't like these characters. I don't want to write with these characters. And this is my version of the scripts. I'm throwing them out. Nothing against the Blood Axe with the eye paint. It's just...
Wait, which Blood Axe with the eye paint?
The one who was with...
Both of them had the eye paint, though.
Well, who was the girl, the blonde girl with the eye paint in the fight? Mila.
Okay.
She dies. There was nothing... I couldn't find any. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
You don't like the Mila Tarak ship?
I did, but again, the movie's already bloated.
Who's Tarak?
The prince.
The prince from another planet who has the bird.
The beast tamer.
Oh, the guy who had like 8 lines in the entire movie.
In this one,
both movies.
Yeah,
in both movies. Literally, he should have been. He should be one of the ones to die.
No, but he's cool.
He's literally useless.
But I fuck with him so much. Like, come on. I fuck with him so much. I wish I had abs like that, dude. No, he's fucking stays.
Turok dies in my fix.
Okay. Anyway, so the new team is Jimmy, Titus, Turok, and Nemesis. And here's, I can't remember the Reddit comment. I feel so I was scrolling through comments, but one of the complaints was like, man, they were struggling. They didn't have a chance to argue or feel like they had to leave or they couldn't do it. It was just go. There was no tension. So here's what I'm doing. They all start... So after the explosion happens, they all get railgunned. They survive from the debris. It's just luck. They all start to make plans to leave and go back home, outside of Jimmy, who we follow as the main character in this one. Jimmy's in the saloon town area working as a guard and trying to convince people to help him fight the Mother World.
Wait, like at Providence?
Yeah, the town, whatever, yeah.
The big town, not the village.
This version of Mos Eisley.
Mos Eisley, yeah, the one from the last movie.
Providence,
thank you. Wow, you have a good memory of that.
I wrote my notes in the notes of the last movie because I wanted it to feel cohesive.
Fair enough. Okay, good job. That's really good. I should have done that. So he's in the saloon. He's being a bouncer. He's trying to convince people to help him fight Motherworld and avenge Issa and Korra. The other heroes show up, all kind of cool. They've all talked about it behind the scenes, and they grab him a drink, and they're like, "We couldn't leave ya," you know. They grab a drink of oil. Yeah, you lovable robot, you. Also, they get the blue alien that grabs onto people and controls them. I want him in the movie. I just want him back. He's going to live every single moment, every single movie that they make more of these, which I don't think they are.
Everyone else, they can die.
They can die. The blue alien that grabs onto people and mind controls them. He's on board. Also, we need an alien. Every one of these movies needs an alien in the team.
I have an alien on my team.
Good job. So here's the thing. They used the drop pod that she came on, that Korra escaped from and got into the plant Velt. They all get on board, and they get onto a bigger ship. They get hired by a bigger ship they find in space, or they just kind of, not hired, they just kind of hide with them. Or hitchhiking.
Oh, hitchhike. Okay.
Hitchhiking. And then they overhear radio, because you gotta have some way of communication. They kind of like intercept it, and they're like, oh, they're gonna get on another planet. Okay, well, we can just sneak in. And they do the exact same thing Korra did to sneak in during a big fight of another rebellion. They get in, all hell breaks loose as the fight goes on. So Admiral Noble, who was not successful in living, because Belisarius. Okay, I wrote it down right for once. Belisarius killed him when he was like, "Oh, you failed me. You could have lived? No, I'm frying your brain." And he just fries the brain while trying to bring him back. It's not led by that second in command who genuinely looked more imposing in this movie. Dude was like imposing as fuck. I'm like, yeah, no, that's cool. And so they're all going in different ways. They're just trying to sabotage the ship, right? Jimmy convinces the robot in the middle of the ship. He's like, "Oh, you're like me. You know, we don't have to help these guys. Like, we can make our own path." Because Jimmy's been able to be free. And then the robot starts helping them out by sabotaging the entire ship little by little. So here's an example, right? The Empire's trying to find Jimmy with like maybe some special batons they have because they knew the robots could potentially uprise. And if they hit him, he's down, right? Mm-hmm. So they're about to find him. The lights turn off. You see Jimmy's bright eyes in the dark scene, and he's just like killing the you don't get to see a lot of it, but you hear a lot of cracking and snapping.
Have the Rogue One Darth Vader music playing?
Similar, yeah. Nemesis is slicing and dicing a lot more than she did in this one. Also, I want to keep my one fix from the last one where she has robo legs, right? Mm-hmm. So then, the ship robot's just like, oh, there's a little too many of them. She's going to start getting tired. Okay, I'll just turn the gravity off in this room. And then he turns off the gravity, and then with her robot legs that are thrusters, she can just fly around and kill them all. Turok, he had small beasts from Velt aboard, and they just fucking shred wires and maybe even shoot through bits of armor so that, the other heroes who are shooting can get easier kills on them. The blue alien will just jump from one baddie, make him shoot the other baddie, jump to another one, Finally, it ends with Nemesis having a chance to, she's like, I gave up on revenge. But she made friends with all those kids, so she just goes right back onto it and just...
back on my bullshit.
It's her and Jimmy. Also, so he kind of had super strength in this movie, the Noble?
Okay.
Right? Maybe it actually gives you, like, a lot of... Maybe once you... Because Belisarius is, like, an inhuman monster who's like, I want to create better soldiers. Yeah, if you become Admiral, you now get super enhancements, like super strength. So it's like a real samurai battle with this, the thing. Because, samurai swords, they aren't really supposed to clash, because if they do, they break easily. Mm-hmm. Or they got a few. So she can't get hit by him, or she can't have her sword block it, because he's hitting with such force, it'll just snap her sword. So it's mainly her and Jimmy So Jimmy's doing more of the brunt stuff, trying to like get him tired.
Doesn't she do laser swords?
She has laser swords, but she can't always get in there. So she's using speed, Jimmy's using strength. This guy has both. And they have to kind of tag team. It's a 2v1. And they kill him, the decapitation, keep that in. Mm-hmm. And then right as they destroy the ship, they escape their escape pod right to where there were other blood axes in that planet that was being attacked. And that's how you set up the next movie. I don't know. I couldn't find much. I just thought this would be fun.
Not bad.
Thank you.
All right. Ruthie.
All right.
Tu turno. Also, I just want to point out that I should have listened to my fixes before this to make it more cohesive, like you did. But hey, I'll have a whole year or some number of months.
We can do a repeat bonus episode for like Patreon or something where you guys make a cohesive trilogy or something.
Oh, good.
I don't think we're getting a third one, you guys.
Yeah, but
we're getting 6, bro.
We're not getting 6. He's like, we're
getting 6.
Netflix is canceling that shit so hard.
After the third one, they're gonna.
I saw no ads for this one except for like 2 on Reddit, dude. We're not getting a third one.
No, I think the deal was for 3, so they're gonna honor the deal.
They don't have to. They canceled a show that they gave a second season to before this right as the first season finished. So Netflix does whatever the fuck they want.
I want the third one.
I know you want the third one. I'm just saying you might be disappointed.
Likes, let's go. I was gonna say got rid of the idiot plots, but kind of the whole thing is an idiot plot. Like I said, they like ruined the climax of the last movie by taking back the 2 things that they did. That's a dislike, sorry. Anywho, more time with the ensemble cast, kinda. Jimmy. I liked all but one scene with Jimmy. I swear I'm trying to like the movie. The assassination scene was kind of campy.
It was very campy.
It was enjoyable if you just turned your brain off.
The 3 words Snyder probably doesn't want to hear with his movies.
Ringo Burr. I ship Tarak and Mila now.
I do ship them too.
Yeah, they had in the one scene where the Tarak talks and Mila is there. Good. I like. Nemesis cutting off her arms to avenge her children in her deep dark backstory. Fucking rad.
That was right. Jesus, that was cool.
Yeah.
Nemesis is awesome. I think Nemesis was my favorite in the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
Remains.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm so no. As we were watching this movie and she got her death scene, I'm like, oh no, Ed.
Yeah.
Like out loud, I was like, oh shit, Ed. Oh man, he's not gonna want any more of these movies now.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like real quick, right? She gives her backstory about she cut off her arms because these gauntlets have the memories of her ancestors who were warriors. Correct?
So fucking metal, right?
Right?
Just like her hands.
Okay, she can't handle 3 sword boys. Okay, just saying. 3 sword boys.
Ancestors only fought people with hammers.
She had 2 gauntlets that had like special like memories.
I think that was more,
and then she just can't handle.
I think that was more symbolic.
No, but I do like the idea that
no,
I know.
No, it should have been. It should have been legit.
Yeah,
like just lean into it.
Mm-hmm.
She should have wiped the floor with them. Is all I'm saying.
Like we got a cool space Korean lady. Just let her do her shit.
I do also like how they light retconned her character, where like the first movie was like, I'm going to avenge the honor of my dead children. She's like, fuck them. Fuck them, mother world. I was gonna say kids, but no, she's kind of the opposite of that. But no, they did a really tasteful like Nemesis introduction for a character that was already in the movie. Again, I swear I'm trying to like the movie. I'm not trying
You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, also like it feels weird. So like a spider lady is easy for her to kill, but 3 dudes? Ed's saying it now, I'm like, wait.
Yeah. 3 fascist dudes, which historically They've been like called really badass, but if you look at the actual history, usually bunch of wieners.
Also, like they're faceless too, so by application, or maybe they're wearing faces, but you know what I mean.
I think the thing is, like, they all came at her at once, which usually faceless mook rules you're supposed to do 1-on-1.
I know, but still,
Conservation of ninjutsu.
Again, it was 2 normal soldiers and like a sergeant.
No, I'm agreeing with you.
Also, if she can deflect bullets, she can go faster than them. That felt kind of.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
Nemesis, though.
Let's keep talking about our dislikes, shall we? The first 10 minutes of the movie destroys the climax and the payoff. Like, all that tension is gone from the first movie, because Noble didn't die, and apparently the ship wasn't destroyed. Again, I'm salty about it. I could have sworn they were like, yeah, we lost all the blood axes except Mila, but the ship's gone. Yeah. Korra leaned way too hard into being sad girl, and she had like a super generic character in the first movie. Fine, sure, I could live with that. But this bullshit, she's supposed to be the strong, stoic, but you're just gonna make her sad?
It's sometimes sad boy hours.
Sometimes constipated horny?
Constipated horny.
Come on, man. I want a good female action character. Give me Ellen Ripley. What is this bullshit?
Give me Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan!
I like Kamala Khan.
But she's not the strong stoic type. That's
Oh, you're talking about strong stoic specifically.
Yeah.
Sarah Connor.
I haven't seen Terminator, but like...
You haven't seen Terminator?
No, I haven't seen any of the Terminators.
Oh, we need to watch those.
Korra and Gunnar could have been built up way more, but they just went straight to fucking, which again leads to my theory that Korra couldn't tell Den and Gunnar apart.
Honestly, if it was just a physical thing after surviving that battle, I don't think I'd be giving as much shit. 'Cause like, yeah, that happens.
Like, they kind of had some chemistry, because like Korra was like opening up to him, but like was not fully feeling it. I don't know.
No, I don't think anyone was.
Yeah. There is so much slow-mo farming footage. And keep in mind, this is what they put on screen. How much farming did they have on the camera?
20 minutes, I think, of actual farming was the count someone mentioned.
When it was all, like, regular speed? And again, that's what ended up in the movie. No, what I'm saying is...
we got 20 minutes of actual farming.
Again, that's what's finally on the screen. Think about all the farming scenes that they didn't add in, because you know he got more. I'm just saying, there's so much farming in this movie.
Do you think he tried to do the same thing Nolan did with Interstellar, where they grew an actual cornfield and they just made money off of the cornfield?
Probably. I don't think wheat takes that long to grow.
Yeah. Make a profit. Make some bread. Hi, Boomer. Do you have your thoughts?
He has no thoughts. He has
more thoughts than all the characters in this movie combined.
Okay, yes. But still cat brain.
So smooth.
So smooth. No wrinkles. Thoughts slide right off. I get they're doing the Kurosawa defend the village trope. That's it. That's the whole movie. But I was kind of hoping for more, like, strategy and planning on Korra's side. I was really disappointed. Like, I was expecting kind of like a Dune feints within feints within feints kind of thing, where, like, Titus was a general for Motherworld. He knew all their strats, and, like, Noble's a sadist bastard who's going to commit war crimes. I wanted more, like, something meaty, but it was really basic and kind of disappointing, at least to me.
I don't get why they didn't just blow up the entire field like they did in that one bit, but why didn't just do it when Noble was down there?
I don't know.
It felt like a really missed guerrilla warfare opportunity. Sorry.
Yeah, they didn't do any guerrilla warfare.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, other than the bombs and
the
super fast digging trench.
Surprise trenches.
Yeah.
Oh, they also ruined... I'm going out of order now because I didn't get a chance to write it down. They fucking ruined Jimmy's character. The last line that he has, like, all my love for Jimmy, I could just feel it seeping out of my body.
Why? What was the line? Just as a reminder.
So, the scene is when they find out that Issa was alive the whole time, that she never died by Korra's hand. He's like, well, I guess I have a sworn duty to protect my princess. Basically, that's what he says. In the first movie, he's introduced to us by saying that he became a pacifist because the princess he devoted his life to as a robot soldier died.
Also, didn't he say he could feel it?
Yes, he sensed her death.
So then if she's still alive, then wouldn't he be able to sense that too?
Yeah, because this wouldn't be like a Belisarius thing, because Belisarius wouldn't want to get rid of his really awesome robot soldiers. They were the ones who felt it. They knew that she was different from the get-go. He says it in the first movie. Words mean things. He went from a really awesome multi-classing robot fighter druid into, I don't know, just so sad, so disappointing. Jimmy was my favorite character.
I think it's just Anthony Hopkins just...
Oh, Anthony Hopkins sold it, but I loved Jimmy for the character that he was. He had a really interesting arc.
He could have been the main character.
He could have really been the main character.
Agreed.
While we're on this topic, Titus was really fucking weird throughout the whole movie. Hector said it really well with, like, why the fuck wouldn't he tell Korra that Issa never died? Also, if Korra killed Issa, wouldn't Jimmy know? Wouldn't everybody know? I'm surprised everyone's like, who the fuck are you when they're talking to Korra? Because, I don't know, if I was an evil dictator type, I would absolutely blast my adopted daughter turned traitor as being the murderer of the princess that everybody loves.
Yeah.
That's propaganda 101. They're fascists. Come on. Yeah. My last dislike that I have written down is Mila wants to defend the village, but spends half the fight hiding in the roof. Fixes. First one. Fuck it. The gang destroyed the King's Gaze in the middle at the end of my movie. I'm keeping that. I can work with this, Zachary. I can commit.
Sorry, when you said the gang, I keep imagining the It's Always Sunny gang.
Really, I'm thinking the Atla gang.
Oh, that too, but like the It's Always Sunny gang just completely wrecking shop at the King's Gaze.
Especially when Mac is involved. Okay. So yeah, King's Gaze gone. Noble was salvaged by the nearest Mother World dropship. So like another dreadnought was like just barely had a dropship in the area. It took some time. There's another dreadnought, but it cannot accommodate it. Yeah, so there's a second dreadnought that's like not close enough, but it's also like fully housed. So they can only accept so many of the people, the survivors of the King's Gaze. There were a lot. Because they were like, they could kind of see what was going on. They'd be able to like flee and shit, whatnot, whatever. This gives them even more reason to be feral, hungry, and ruthless. They really need the grain now. They're desperate.
That makes a lot more sense.
I'm also going to lean more into the sci-fi shit because this is fun. I'm going to turn Noble into a gaseous android thing a la Hellboy 2.
Wait, so he's rebuilt as an android?
Yeah, so because it took so long for the dropship to show up, they couldn't like get all of his meat body, but they were able to like I don't fully have
You Robocopped him?
Kind of. Again,
You Robo-fascist him?
Do you remember Hellboy 2 where with the character that was like a gas in like a hazmat suit kind of?
A little.
I want to do that. I don't have a sci-fi explanation, but this is space opera, so I don't need it. I just want it to be...
Oh, easy. His brain and his soul need something of an enclosure. So they put him in a suit.
Yeah.
There we go. Corrupted form of Issa's powers. Like, they try to synthetically make Issa's powers.
I love it. Okay. Back on Velt Moon, the gang shows up. They have a full day to celebrate their hard-earned victory. Hard-earned. They destroyed the ship.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
Eris, the child soldier guy who is the son of Noble, that's according to the plot of the original movie, The next day, he gets an alert from a second dropship, the Princess's Embrace, to notify him and his now dead platoon about their reassignment to this particular ship. He learns that Noble is serving as admiral advisor on the ship, on Princess's Embrace, because the original admiral of that ship has passed away, but the robot that is in the engine room, the way that the ships go, they can't move if the admiral is not on board. So they needed an admiral to be on the ship. And the closest guy that was an admiral, like could be an admiral, wasn't quite qualified. So the two of them together combined make an admiral.
Okay. So you got two people competing to be admiral in a sense.
No. Noble is still like sadistic bastard. I'm trying to give him more of like a puppet master, like corruptor type role where he's trying to like whisper into the ear of this admiral and turn him into Noble 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Did he make him? God damn it, Ruthie.
What?
Did he give him a gas body so he can be a noble gas?
That's hilarious.
Did he not do that on purpose?
No.
God damn it.
I'm keeping it. No, I just liked the aesthetic of like hazmat suit sci-fi. I don't know.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. The world of Rebel Moon needs more like sci-fi elements.
Needs some whimsy.
Yeah. I forgot aliens were in the first movie. Until Hector said at the end of this movie, "Oh wow, one of the blood axes is an alien." I'm like, "Oh shit, right."
It's because they're doing the empires of are fascists and only xenophobic shit, but it doesn't work.
Also, did anyone else, not me, notice that there's like one woman in the entire Motherworld army, and that's Korra?
I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
So far.
No,
we're not getting a third one.
In the first movie, it felt like there was more like women in the like academy stages, but then like Noble's ship was all dudes, and then this movie is also all dudes on the mothership.
It's because Ruthie. It's because the women are all put in administrative positions. They do the academy like everyone else, but then they're sent off to do paperwork and be secretaries.
If they're going by Nazi Germany rules,
don't say that part out loud. I know exactly what you're saying. Don't
propaganda to become baby factories.
Yeah, okay, that's a good way of doing it.
Oh, and I will also say the new admiral, he took inspiration from Princess Issa. He's kind of green behind the ears. He's kind of a hopeful optimist. And again, Noble is like Belisarius reincarnated, reborn, but he's not even dead yet, so. The Princess's Embrace will arrive in a few days. Get the grain ready. That's the message that Eris gets. The gang has to train the village to be just as ruthless. Back to the ship, same plot. The blood axes, because I didn't fully state in my notes whether the blood axes joined or not, so I'm going to say both of them lived. Are planning on running interference. They're gonna like skirmish the Princess's Embrace to delay their arrival.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, gives them actual purpose.
Instead of just showing up at the end.
Instead of just showing up at the end. Also, since I complained about it, here's how I would strategize for the fight. Keep in mind, we have a samurai, a pirate, a cowboy, what else did I have? A fencer.
Oh, and the last one?
And a noble. That was it. Part of my fixes in the first movie.
So funny that you were like, oh, he should be a noble, and then he really was a noble in that planet in the past.
There was a throwaway line about him being a noble. I pictured it being more animal-y, because again, I said he looked more like a frog.
So more, wait, you mean more tribal?
Not tribal. No, I mean,
right,
animals should be all over the planet. Everywhere should have...
Oh, right, you made him like a half frog, half man thing, right?
Like a frog alien guy.
Yeah.
No, but I like leaned in on the noble stuff. It was kind of ridiculous and funny, at least in my mind.
I'm talking about like the... all I'm picturing is the frog from Jedi Survivor.
I was thinking Mr. Toad, but
Voiced by Zim.
no, I was just literally, my thought was Turok looks like Mr. Toad, but alien, so a little fancy suit. And he's got a throat sac that allows him to communicate with all sorts of animals.
Okay, I thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. So we got Turok, we got Nemesis. She's a fencer, not a samurai. Korra's the samurai. Gunnar became a cowboy. Titus is a pirate and a general. And who else am I forgetting? Did I get everybody?
I think you did. Of all the main ones, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have anything for Mila because I didn't realize Mila would.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
character?
fine. No, that's fine.
Anywho, here's how the fight goes. Noble is expecting them to store the women, all the non-combatants, in this longhouse. So, Titus, our pirate, puts all the men and all the fighting people in the longhouse. The Blood Axes have arrived at this point because so has Mothership. They put all the non-combatants in the Blood Axes ships. Noble will try to do his little kidnapping thing, and then all hell breaks loose. You're gonna sub out Mila with Nemesis because it makes more sense. She wants to defend the village. That's her backstory. Find her, whatever. Don't just hide in a roof. Nemesis, I made her like a fencer. I also added in sniper because I thought that would be fun. She can snipe from the rooftops. Spare wheat that won't be used to feed the village after the battle or to pay the Blood Axes will be bagged and used for makeshift bombs. You don't have to put this movie on planes. That's fine. There's a lot of plane movies. Yeah. Titus is going to teach them how to play dirty. He knows the rules. More importantly, he knows how to break them. Make, Velt, Moon, do war crimes.
I dig it. The Geneva suggestions.
Yeah. Gunnar can, I guess he can die. Jimmy and Turok should have more scenes together because, Ranger Druid, come on. Jimmy, like, he's an authority on the terrain of the area. Even though he's only been here a month, he's, like, the expert. Let me see. For Issa, the Issa has returned part. I don't know, I guess you could say, like, oh, she reincarnated or something.
Somehow, Issa has returned.
You need Oscar Isaac and there's a quick cameo.
And his little, like, it's same face of just, like, I can't believe I have to say these lines.
I am being paid to say this. But yeah, that's how I'd fix the movie.
No, that's good. Wait, so where are you going for Issa? Oh, you just find another way to explain Issa?
No, she just, like, reincarnated.
That's what I figured happened. Like, she
you
took
know,
over her clone body.
It kind of makes sense that Issa can come back to life because she had that power already. She made that bird be alive again.
Mm-hmm.
So
she can't. They forgot to double tap. That's what happened. That's what went wrong.
Oh yeah. Korra didn't double tap.
Korra didn't double tap.
Also, yeah. Korra. Sorry, just kidding. Not done. With the Korra assassination scene. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go fast. She's called Scargiver because she killed Issa. She killed Issa, but then at the end, like, she was so angry, she did let out a shot. She did give Belisarius a cool bad guy scar, and that's why she's called Scargiver. And he's propagandizing her, saying that she, that while he was trying to defend poor Issa's life, this is the wound that he got from his own adopted daughter. What a monster. There we go. Done!
Good. Alright. So, I'm gonna start with my likes. So, you agreed, Jimmy is the best character in this fucking movie. I also liked how he had his, normal druid antlers, and then his tactical antlers when he got into a fight.
Oh shit, yeah!
Deploy tactical antlers.
Yeah, he had the big ones, and then when he was in the fight, he had the smaller ones because they're tactical antlers. Warforged druid vibes. I am now gonna... Another character is now in my pipeline for D&D.
I have one for a Warforged
druid named Jimmy.
That's cool. Do it.
Alright. What else did I like in this movie? Okay, honestly, the farming montage was kind of funny. I like that shit.
It
I
was
like
also
that.
giving camp.
Yeah, it was and I did like the music people just like playing more intensely as people were getting murdered in front of them. What else did I like in this movie? I think that's it. Oh, Nemesis's backstory, pretty good.
Her
We did
hands,
forget.
yeah.
All right.
I think the real reason too is because like that metal, not sabers run so hot that
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think in my original fix, I kind of like ended it before like they even fought Noble the first time. I'm pretty sure, and if I didn't, then I
No, I
just
think you did.
you
It
did.
was just the
yeah
betrayal of Kai.
yeah, and I don't know if I cut out any characters, and I think I did.
You wanted to cut out Tarak, but then you wrote Tarak back in.
Yes. So let's retcon that. Turok never existed. Okay, Turok is gone. Who else is gone? Um, Whoever I'm forgetting is also gone. Oh, no,
Mila?
Titus is required. I'm okay with Mila. Just get Turok out of there. He's not needed, and like biggest thing about that is like my biggest issue with Turok is, or one of my bigger issues with Turok is, he's a noble from a fucking gothic, fucking bloodborne ass looking planet, and then he
Space
goes full
London.
Tarzan.
It's literally sunless skies. That's his planet. I was just waiting to see like a floating train whizzing by.
Yeah, I know, but like, why does he come from like a gothic Victorian era bloodborne ass looking planet, and then he goes full Tarzan when you could give him some like you could cast a different person and give him some steampunk vibes, and
Make
that would
him
make a
Bloodborne.
little bit of sense.
Make a
Bloodborne,
Bloodborne.
Or bloodborne ass character, yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna write Turok back in. But Mila's gone, and Turok is bloodborne. No, fuck Turok. He's gone. Never happened. Not important. Literally worst character in the fucking movie. Literally, just get him out of here.
But the man has abs for days.
But he has good chemistry with Mila.
So
They have
does
a
Titus.
relationship I actually ship.
Sucks to suck.
He's got you there, hon.
He's got me there.
Yeah. And then I don't know. So just it's hard because I think I ended it before they fought Noble. So I think for this thing, I'll just say that they fought Noble, and Noble fucking got giga like obliterated, like dead. He's dead, done
To shreds, you say?
to shreds.
How about his wife? Oh, to shreds.
And then this one will be called Rebel Moon Part 2: Wrath of Motherworld. I something like that, or Revenge. You know where I'm going with this.
Motherworld's Revenge.
Yeah. Anyways,
Motherworld be motherworlding.
so I actually do like how the movie starts. Like the tension gone, whatever. It's okay. It's all fine. It's not that big of a deal for me, at least. And this is where like, because a lot of it I hated, but I kind of want to try and keep it in line with at least the major like stuff that happened, but we'll still have the training. I will give them more time than just like 5 days, obviously. Oh, actually, let's write off Mila also, the Blood Axe girl. She died also. And no, never mind. Forget it.
Were you gonna
Run it back.
Tarak?
Run it back. And yeah, I'll give them like at least a month to like train and harvest all the grain and all of that stuff in preparation for guy coming in, and to keep it on the DL, it'll be that the soldier kid gets the same message, but it's from like the interim admiral or the replacement of the admiral from I think his name was Cassius or something, from Admiral Noble or whatever. That still plays out the same. I will say that during the training is when it comes out of Nemesis' little gauntlet shit. Because, like, let's say they talk a real quick thing about edge alignment with swords when they're training with swords, because that's very important. And then she does her little demonstration thing, and people ask her, like, wow, how are you so, like, consistent with that? It's like, these gauntlets of mine, they have the memories of my ancestors. I'm using them, to avenge my child, my daughter, because keep that in, god damn it. And then, I don't know, like, this is so fucking hard. It's so like, it's so difficult. But either way, yeah, they get a month training, and throughout that training is where you organically kind of like do some exposition. Like all the farmers are definitely curious about these people, so there would be. It makes more sense that the farmers ask about these saviors, quote unquote, of theirs, and the saviors give them some details about their backstory and why they're so fucking badass and all of that shit.
That's better than like 3 days, and then they're like, "Wow, we love you guys so
Sit
much.
around
We
a
made
table.
Quilts.
Sit around a table.
Spill your
Exposition
secrets.
dump. So bad.
Confess your sins.
Confess your sins. Yeah. So I just want all these backstories to organically come out with Mila. Titus. Titus can. Yeah, he had a backstory that he gave and stuff. Tark doesn't exist. Mila doesn't need any of that. She'll just be like, yeah, the blood
Exit. Mila doesn't exist either. Or
she's back in. She's back in. I think. I don't know. Mila doesn't need to exist. Never mind. Fuck it. She's gone. And I will say that at the end of the first one, when they kill Noble, they also did not destroy the thing. That stays the same. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yeah, they didn't destroy the Emperor's Gaze, or whatever it's called. The Dreadnought.
The King's Gaze.
King's Gaze. They did not destroy it.
Stupid name considering they have an emperor.
Mm-hmm. And that also gives time for Korra and Gunnar to have some actual, like, romancy shit, kind of stuff. Make her a little bit more stoic as well. Keep her more stoic than not sad girl Korra. And I will say that Jimmy, kind of like pops into town every now and again just to like check on the girl and that soldier boy kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel that Jimmy still like cares about them in some way.
Jimmy's awesome.
I'll say that Jimmy kind of like imprinted a little bit of like the what's her face Nisa onto this girl.
Issa, you were so close.
Misa. Oh, and then when they have all preparations made, and Jimmy's off in a mountain just watching things happening. You see Jimmy out there. And then when the ship finally comes out of like hyperspace or just becomes orbit around the moon, it is not the King's Gaze. It is not the Dreadnought. It is whatever the fucking name of Belisarius's Dreadnought is. And Korra and Titus point that out. That is the big bad evil guy up in that ship right now.
Oh, damn!
It's Belisarius up there.
I predicted yours by accident. I'm sorry.
You predicted mine?
Yeah, because I was just saying, like, why doesn't he just show up himself to make sure they're all dead?
Yeah. So it's Belisarius, and because it's Belisarius, they have a lot more resources than what Noble would have had. So basically, Belisarius and his army just raffle stomps them. And in the fighting, Mila...
Mila doesn't exist, you said, or does she? I'm confused.
I forget if she... No, she doesn't exist. She doesn't exist. In the fighting, Titus dies.
So you make the black guy die first, huh?
Shut up. I don't want to kill fucking Nemesis. And yeah.
Keep Titus or keep Tarak just so you can kill him off.
I could include. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's keep Tarak with his 8 lines and shit. And also, I will change his backstory that he's not from a fucking gothic place. He's like a Conan the Barbarian kind of prince kind of shit.
Cool. That's cool.
Right? That's where his planet's from. That's where he's from. And Mila can be in there also for cannon fodder. Right? So, Belisarius pops in, drops all his troops and tanks and things, and they just ruffle stomp, literally murders almost all of the villagers. Tarak and Mila are killed in dramatic slow-mo fashions. Cora
but Mila doesn't exist! Stop
Mila
Mila's back for cannon fodder. Mila's back for cannon fodder.
Mila back into existence just to kill her off.
And Tarak as well.
Can they die in each other's loving embrace?
Yes, they can.
Thank you.
Yes. They will die together as they try to take down that one tank, and then there's just like 50 billion more tanks. And then this is where this ruffle stomp happens, and Jimmy's like, shit. I'm just gonna save the person I care about. So Jimmy goes down and basically like forces the girl to come with him, and Soldier Boy follows with them, right?
Okay.
They call him Soldier Boy.
His name is Eris.
Eris? Okay,
I keep thinking Soldier Boy from The Boys.
I think of Soldier Boy from, the rapper, real life. But
I think about that time our friend played a D&D character whose backstory was that he was literally Soldier Boy who got teleported who got isekai'd into a D&D world
as a god.
As a god, and was so full of himself. He was a divine warlock
of himself.
He was his own patron?
Yes. He was his own patron, yes.
And you played a cleric of Soldier Boy. You don't remember?
Oh, shit!
Yeah. Yeah, that was my birthday.
I remember now. Yeah. Lamp Mothbane.
Mm-hmm.
Lamp Mothbane, yeah.
I feel like I did it perfectly by accident, where I gave you guys such a serious scenario, and you guys just kind of, it's always sunnied your way into success.
Yeah.
Literally. Anyways, back on track. So I'm gonna pull Tarak and Mila out of back from existence. They get introduced in not a lot, basically the same way as in the first one. Only they die in each other's embrace, while Belisarius raffle stomps everybody. Literally, almost all the villagers die. Jimmy goes down and saves the girl, and Eris comes with them because Jimmy's like, "You will die if you stay here." And they kind of like hide in a place where they can still see, but they couldn't really get too far away, so they kind of hide in a place where they can still see stuff that's going on. And eventually, this is when Cora basically says, like, "We surrender. We're done. Like, please stop." And Belisarius honors the surrender and stops the massacre, and then he comes down in his dropship to talk. Right?
Geneva suggestions time.
War crimes.
No, and there's no orbital bombardment either. No threat of that. It's just like too many tanks and like helicopters or whatever.
There
shit.
was a name for the thing, by the way. If you watch the subtitles, the railgun has a name. It was a really badass name in the subtitles, and I can't remember what the fuck it was.
Anyways, Belisarius comes down in his dropship. He gets dropped down, and he's talking to Cora. Like, it's Cora, Gunnar, Titus, and Nemesis out there, all pretty beat up. Oh yeah, Nemesis gets some cool fucking scenes where she easily dismantles 3 sword boys.
And then she turns to the camera and says, I can't die. To these mooks, they're faceless, and they're coming at me one at a time.
Yeah. Belisarius and Cora have this, like, talk, and Belisarius like, you were such a good soldier, and all of this, and I truly did love you, and you broke my heart kind of shit, right?
Is he still, force her to be the fall guy?
Force who?
Cora?
No. This is what happens. Belisarius says that, How do I set this up? I want to set it up in a good way.
Okay.
And I had it, or I had the thing, but I never quite put up the setup in a great way.
Fuck
So I will say,
live.
What?
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, I will say that during the conversation, Gunnar kind of like steps up and starts, bringing up some good points and shit. And Belisarius just walks up to him and then just like grabs him and forces him down to his knees, right? And he takes like 2 paces away, pulls out his gun and points it at Gunnar. And he's like, this is what I do to traitorous rat. This is what I can do. And he looks at Cora and says, by the way, Issa is still alive. And without missing a beat, shoots and kills Gunnar right there.
Damn.
With Cora screaming, going,
Even
no!
Boomer just screamed at that.
Yeah. And when this happens, right after that gunshot and the screaming and ugly crying of Cora, Ari Aster will have to come in and direct her how to cry. Because he does it so well. He makes the crying so well in all those movies.
Okay.
And that's when the Blood Axes show up at the end there to kind of like, give them at least give them time so that they can retreat, get into Cora's ship, and kind of like glide it over to Mos Eisley and go into hiding basically in Mos Eisley.
But Ed, that feels so incomplete. It feels like half a movie.
Mm-hmm. And when Belisarius says that Issa is still alive, Jimmy hears that as well. And as they leave, Jimmy, like, we cut to Jimmy walking with the girl and Eris, and Jimmy just kind of like stops and thinks about what he just heard. Issa is still alive, and he has his 2 little like blue eyes, and then all the other eyes that he has turn on and they're red, and that's where the movie ends. Also,
that feels like half a movie, Ed.
Yeah, it is.
Huh?
What?
Who'd have thunk?
Who'd have
But
thunk?
it feels
what?
incomplete. It feels like half a movie. I feel like I should give it a lower rating because of that.
There's a resolution, is the thing. There's at least a little bit of a resolution in this.
Oh,
They
almost
got-
like Spider-Verse, where it was a little bit of
There
resolution.
was no. Okay, literally. Do you remember how Dune Part 1 ended?
Hey, Ed, do you remember how Gwen got her resolution with her father?
Do you just watch Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning?
No.
And that's how you do a halfway ending.
They're not even turning it halfway anyway. Anyways.
It's gonna be. Just shut the fuck up. All right. Across the Spider-Verse had a terrible halfway point ending. Okay. This one at least has some resolution. They because the point of it was, defend the town. They get raffle stomped and they have to run away. All right.
Yeah, I know. I'm just. Sorry. Give me a minute. I didn't think that actually triggered you. Jesus Christ.
Because my ending will not. I will not be scorned and told that my ending is as bad as Across the Spider-Verse's. I So suck a pee-pee.
It's just funny how you went 0 to 100.
I have never seen you. I've been trying to get a reaction like that in this entire podcast. Jeez.
Do not compare my mind to Snyder's bullshit. Or
Snyder?
Not Snyder. To fucking whoever did Across the Spider-Verse.
Lord and Miller.
Right? What?
Lord and Miller.
Yeah. Fuck them. Or him.
That's
no, it's two dudes.
Two dudes, yes.
They
did a real bad with that ending, okay? They did a real fucking bad with that ending.
That's
Lord
the best
was that
they could
piece
do.
of shit who kept overworking the animators.
Yeah, no, for sure. You can give Lord a piece of...
Yeah, they did a bad with that ending also. It's a terrible ending. Terrible halfway point for a movie. It's as bad as Fast X's ending, okay? And I will die on that hill.
Okay, can I be real? Can I be real? The ending was good. You did a good ending. I was just giving you shit.
Yeah, no, I can tell that was Hector's shit-giving voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I honestly, I wanted this movie to be bad for the characters because, that's a good thing because they kind of did a good they had a small victory in the first one, and they should get raffle stomped in this one to make Belisarius more of a fucking villain.
Hey guys, can I give my stupid prediction for part 3?
What?
Time skip, a few years in the future. You know that blonde little boy that got really close to Nemesis? He's gonna have the metal arms to avenge her.
But he doesn't have her family blood.
Ancestor. But if he's becomes in a sense adopted, or
was he adopted though? She just saved his life.
Yeah, but she was close to him, so who knows?
Close, but
I'm not saying this is a good idea. I'm just saying I can totally see this happening.
I will say that for Nemesis, when Belisarius says that Issa's still alive, that she kind of imprints to avenge my daughter, I have to save her, kind of stuff.
Yeah, because Issa represents the end of Mother World's fascism.
You mean the beginning of Mother World's fascism?
No, the end.
Oh, yeah.
The King's Gaze was supposed to be the last dreadnought.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, I want Gunnar gets a better death also. And then we trade Turok for Nemesis for deaths as well.
And Mila.
Yeah.
As much as I do like the ship, that isn't equal. The two of them, I'd say, combined equal a Nemesis death.
Yeah. And yeah, they go to the Mos Eisley thing, and they kind of hide out there for a little bit. And how I would start the third movie is that Belisarius just shows up at Mos Eisley, and then they find another smuggler to get them out of there.
Kai's brother, bye.
Dan Cholo.
No, and it's gonna be Sharlto Copley.
Wait, Cholo's an actual gang term. Never mind. Yeah. Dan Crollo. There we go.
No,
it's gonna be like a Wookiee, but like a Sphinx cat.
Yeah. What?
It's gonna be like a Wookiee, but bald.
Oh, Sharlto Copley's sidekick?
Just dress someone up in the cats.
No, dude. What they should do is it should be Sharlto Copley, and then his sidekick is a prawn from District 9.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, and those are my fixes. So yeah, Rebel Moon Part 2, Scargiver, give it a shot. It's really bad.
It's so dumb.
I feel people who listen to this have already seen it. Let's be real.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. Perhaps.
I feel like you don't have to watch it though, because
there's better things to do with your time.
Yeah,
like the Fallout show. Like the Fallout show.
Or what is another better use of your time? You can break every toe of yours with a hammer. Better use of your time.
Manually give yourself paper cuts.
In between the webbing on your fingers.
Yes, to access the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you still find a multiverse where you did watch Rebel Moon Part 2. Damn
But it's better. It was not Zack Snyder, it was Rian Johnson.
I don't know if he'd do a Rebel Moon.
I don't think he would, but it would probably turn out better.
It probably would also, yeah.
He would probably do a better job with it.
A Peter Jackson Rebel Moon.
Nope.
That's
That
just
would be
Lord of the
horrible,
Rings
probably.
with like
Oh yeah,
alternate steps.
yeah. That's Lord of the Rings in space.
Yeah,
It
I'm
would just
not
be that.
hating on it.
No, I'm not hating on
I
it
have a
either.
Lord of the Rings tattoo.
Right? Wait. Quentin Tarantino's 10th movie.
So many feet.
There's
There's gonna be an alien that's just a
feet.
woman's
Yes! I was thinking the same thing. Isn't that the Spy Kids monster? The
foot.
thing
No,
with
they're
the
all
foot?
thumbs.
Oh, get what's his face? The Robert Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
Get him to do Rebel Moon. I would actually watch that. Make it like because he can do the R.
Danny Trejo as Belisarius.
I would fuck with that so hard though.
And then he would die in a glorious explosion.
I would fuck with that so hard though. Yeah. Like Robert Rodriguez.
Or I feel like Danny Trejo could portray a wide variety of emotions. I nominate we cast him as Korra.
You know who'd be a great Belisarius?
In the Robert Rodriguez movie?
Ralph Fiennes.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh man.
But
he would just be playing the same character he did in Schindler's List, but hey.
He would just be doing Voldemort again.
He'd be doing the menu again.
Yeah, like all
he's
of
a
them
villain.
combined.
Yeah, he's a good villain. Is the thing.
Really good
He's
villain.
a really
he also
good
plays a main butler in the Batman movie, Lego Batman.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, but because I was thinking Giancarlo Esposito, but he is much more of a subtle kind of threatening.
You know what? I would make him. I
want Ralph Fiennes to be more.
He's in Cyberpunk Edge Runners and Giancarlo, and he's not really subtle.
Wait, who's Giancarlo in Cyberpunk Edge Runners?
He's the fixer that betrays him.
The 3-eyed dude?
Yeah, he's the fixer.
That's Giancarlo?
Yeah. In the English one, yeah.
Atom Smasher, what are you doing? Go, kill them! Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. God, I love that. Anyway, so wait. Now I'm getting into this theoretical now. If it's Robert Rodriguez, and we're getting Ralph Fiennes as a villain, Ralph Fiennes would do it. Or Danny Trejo. Actually, I'd want Danny Trejo to be Titus. Yes! Thank you.
Marry me.
Done.
Yes. Okay. Diego Luna did pretty good as Gunnar. I'd keep him.
He was a brick wall. I did not like it.
Diego Luna?
Isn't he?
Yeah, that's Diego Luna.
Wait,
it's Diego Luna.
As Gunnar?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's too.
No, wait. Is that his name?
Diego Luna's.
I trusted you, Ed.
Diego Luna's Andor.
Oh, that's right. Whoopsie.
Diego Luna's is Andor. No, I'd make him be like fucking Kai.
That's Charlie Hunnam. Michael Huisman. That's Gunnar.
Michael Huisman's fine. No, I just want different people I'd like. Who do you replace as Korra?
The girl from Fallout, Ellie. What's her face?
Okay, I haven't seen Fallout yet.
Oh no, she's too innocent looking. Actually,
that could work.
I was gonna say.
Don't say Anya Taylor-Joy.
I was gonna say Anya Taylor.
You were? Damn it!
She's got better emotions,
guys.
Or
Florence Pugh.
Yes.
Florence Pugh could work.
Florence Pugh could absolutely work.
No, there's one other one I really like. I've seen her in a lot of stuff. You know what? I'm going to say a really wild one, and I want you to just bear with me. Keke Palmer.
Yep. Yeah, I can see it. 100%.
She's done Nope. So, like, she has the range. Also, like, that VP show, like something Jackson VP.
True Jackson VP.
True Jackson VP. She's got the range.
She has the range.
So, that's mine.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm fucking with Keke Palmer.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez, though, I feel like he could do it.
Uh-huh.
I feel like he can bring his, like, campiness into it, and it would fit perfectly. Hell, he directed Star Wars. He did all of Book of Boba Fett, which I know people don't like as much, but, like, if he does his own world,
there's
it's
some
fine.
episodes that are really bad in Boba Fett, but there's some episodes
but he also did some really good ones in Mando.
Keep what's her face? Whoever's playing Nemesis, she did brilliant.
She did great. No, love her.
The guy who played Abe Sapien in Hellboy should be Tarak.
And make him, you're making Tarak?
Yes.
Yeah. He would have it. You know, who'd be another good person to direct this? Guillermo del Toro. But he's not into it.
Oh man.
Oh, that's right.
He already did Shape of Water though, so he already did the job in one movie.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
I got him mixed up. Now I remember it's Charlie Hunnam because that's the guy who plays. I think he plays Dario Naharis.
No, it's not Charlie Hunnam. Charlie Hunnam plays Kai. But the guy who plays Gunnar is Dario Naharis.
Is Dario Naharis? Yeah.
All right, so Ed, that's your recommendation. Fallout, right?
Fallout, yeah. But I will say just one other thing that like just not a recommendation, but I finally saw Jackie Brown and Death Proof. The last two Tarantino films I had to watch. I needed to watch. So T2F, Time to Foot, in Jackie Brown is about 5 minutes, 3-4 minutes, something like that. Time to Foot in Death Proof is literally the first active frame after the like title cards and logo cards and all that. Literally the first active frame.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruthie, what's your shit?
Do you want Conan or do you want Monkey Man?
Did we do Monkey Man last episode?
Did we?
I don't remember. I wasn't gonna do it, but you can do both if you want. You can do both. I got my.
Yeah, Monkey Man's good.
Okay. Yeah, Monkey Man is crazy good. I expected it to be like Indian John Wick. It's not. It's better. Go watch it. It's really good.
Brush up on current Indian politics a little bit. At least what Modi's government's been doing.
I don't think you have to though, because like
it makes it better.
It makes it better, but like peripherally, I'm aware of this stuff. Not a lot of like the details, but I was able to pick up what was going on. It's a really rad movie. You should just watch it.
Yeah,
I was not aware of any of it, and I still enjoyed the political aspect of the movie.
Yeah,
it only made it better once I found out that it's real.
Yeah, and we also saw the show Conan O'Brien Must Go. It's also very good, very funny, very different tonally to Monkey Man. Don't watch those back to back.
My humor and trolling comes back whenever I watch anything Conan, as you saw with me ripping, just systematically destroying Ed.
Yesterday, I literally huffed beer up my nose because I was laughing so hard.
Oh yeah, that scene. My two ones are video games this week. Final Fantasy 16 released their
nerd.
Their final DLC.
How many times have you repeated your Rex?
A lot.
Rex?
You repeated the same recommendation
three episodes in a row.
Oh yeah.
So Final Fantasy 16 released their final DLC. They kind of lied about one part. They said this character is going to be really important because she wasn't that important in the main game. They gave her like 3 lines. That part stung. But it is so much fun. Jesus Christ. They have this one boss I don't want to spoil. It's around near the end of it. And it is amazing. But yeah, get both DLC. Get the season pass. Treat yourself. And my second one is a friend of mine bought me Sifu as just a why not kind of gift. And like, it's been the only thing to really scratch the Sekiro itch. It is amazing. It's not better than Sekiro, but it like almost is. It's a lot more challenging for sure, and you really gotta really get the game's mechanics. It's so much fun. If you like tough games, get yourself Sifu. It's good. All right, Ruthie, it's now time for you to finish the punishment game. What movie are you going to make Ed and I watch? But mainly for Ed.
Power Rangers.
Oh, you're not doing Puerto Ricans in Paris?
Oh, yeah, let's do Puerto Ricans in Paris. It's going to be so
Wait,
dumb.
what?
We found a new one. It's Puerto Ricans in Paris.
What is this?
It's a 2015 movie starring Luis Guzman and Eddie Garcia.
Who are both Puerto Ricans.
They're both Puerto Ricans, and it's a buddy cop movie where the two of them are trying to solve fashion crimes in Paris.
And it is a 30% Rotten Tomatoes.
36%.
I found it I don't even know how I found it. But I told Ruthie about it.
No, we were looking up Luis Guzman's filmography.
Yes!
I didn't know what he looked like.
Yeah, because I mentioned him in Community. which was the Streets Ahead reference. But
Dude, I'm gonna watch this with my parents.
Can I watch it with you and your parents?
Rosario Dawson's in the movie.
Yeah, she's probably gonna be one of their love interests.
Are we getting the Challengers threesome kind of thing going here?
I mean, Zoolander did it, but I doubt this movie has the chutzpah to do it.
Zoolander had a threesome?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Zoolander.
Do you want to watch Zoolander?
I mean, maybe.
But why male models?
I saw up until the gasoline fight scene,
Same.
and then I had to go.
What is this? A center for ants?
It needs to be at least 3 times bigger than this. Right, idiot.
Do you hear recently Ben Stiller was talking about something, and he was just like, "Yeah, I can't believe Zoolander 2 failed. I was like deeply depressed about it," and I'm like,
Bruh.
no one asked for this.
Still, why male models thing is so funny.
Yeah,
he forgot his lines. So he just repeated the last line he remembered. But why male models? And the other guy's like, "You serious? I literally just told you like 30 seconds ago."
Yeah, good improv. All right.
All right. So join us next time for
Puerto
Ricans in Paris.
Watch as I divorce Ruthie live on air for this movie. Man, you really want that? No, I'm not going to make that joke.
Yep. Join us next time.
Join us next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Today's film was Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver, directed by Zack Snyder. The writers were Zack Snyder, Kurt Johnstad, and Shay Hatton, and the cinematographer was Zack Snyder. Go show some love to their various social media accounts. They've made a movie, which is more than we can say here. Join us next time for Puerto Ricans in Paris.